At the invitation of President of Mongolia Khurelsukh, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam and General Secretary of the ruling party To Lam paid a state visit to Mongolia on September 30th to October 1st, 2024. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia Batsitsek Batmuch, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Mongolia to the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Sirechev Jikje, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam to Mongolia, Nguyen Duong Tang, and other officials greeted President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, To Lam, and the Vietnamese delegation at Chinggis Khan International Airport of Mongolia. On September 30th, 2024, President of Mongolia Khurelsukh welcomed President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, To Lam, at Sukhpator Square. Upon a report of the commander of the State Honor Guard, the national anthems of the two countries were performed. The two presidents paid tribute to the state ceremonial white military banner, and President To Lam greeted the State Honor Guard of Mongolia. The two heads of state greeted the Mongolian and Vietnamese state and government officials, the heads of diplomatic corps and international organizations in Mongolia. Then President Khurelsukh and President To Lam paid tribute to the statue of the great Emperor Chinggis Khan. Following the welcoming ceremony, President To Lam signed the Book of Honored Guests at the State Palace of Mongolia. President of Mongolia Khurelsukh and President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam and Secretary-General of the ruling party, To Lam, held official talks at the State Palace of Mongolia on September 30th, 2024. The official talks were held in a warm and businesslike atmosphere. The two parties exchanged views on ways to expand and strengthen bilateral relations between Mongolia and Vietnam and a broad range of issues, including cooperation in political, defense, transportation, logistics, agriculture, education, culture, and tourism sectors, and cooperation in international and regional fora. At the outset of the official talks, President Khurelsukh expressed confidence that the state visit, taking place in commemoration of the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Vietnam, would elevate the traditionally friendly relations between the two countries based on principles of friendly cooperation and consolidate the friendship between the peoples of the two countries. President To Lam extended heartfelt gratitude to the state, government, and people of Mongolia for their hospitality and warm welcome extended to the Vietnamese delegation. The President of Vietnam noted that despite the geographical distance, the two countries withstood the tests of time to the point that today the two countries are proudly celebrating the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations. The two sides underscored that the state visit by President To Lam to Mongolia would further consolidate and advance the achievements to date, and highlighted that the declaration of elevating bilateral relations to a comprehensive partnership is a significant event etched in the history of relations between Mongolia and Vietnam. President To Lam emphasized the vast opportunities for developing mutually beneficial cooperation between the two countries and noted that the two countries have ample opportunities to promote bilateral trade, building upon the advantages of the two economies. This includes the possibility of exporting seafood products from Vietnam to Mongolia and importing meat and meat products from Mongolia to Vietnam. President Khurelsukh underlined that the agreement on visa exemption signed between Mongolia and Vietnam in 2023 created favorable conditions for increasing the flow of travel of citizens and expressed Mongolia's commitment to expanding aviation relations, launching direct flights for passengers and cargo between the two countries. The two heads of state agreed to work closely on establishing a joint venture, utilizing advanced technology and broadening and enhancing cooperation in agriculture and animal husbandry by studying the possibility of producing final value-added agricultural products under Mongolia's Food Supply and Security National Campaign, with the goal of making it a cornerstone of Mongolia-Vietnam cooperation. President To Lam expressed support for Mongolia's proposal to supply workforce to the labor market and emphasized the potential to accelerate cooperation for a better future and prepare a skilled workforce in the information and technology sector. The two presidents agreed to foster cooperation between the two countries in education, culture, and sports, and share best practices in sports in which Mongolia records success, particularly archery, freestyle wrestling, and judo. Also, the two sides agreed to conduct joint sports training, develop Mongolia and Vietnam studies, and increase student exchange. Furthermore, the two heads of state agreed to return to Mongolia the horses in service at the Cavalry Mobile Police Corps under the Mobile Police Command of Vietnam, a symbol of cooperation between the two countries, back to Mongolia. The two sides commended the close cooperation between Mongolia and Vietnam within international and regional organizations. The Vietnamese side reaffirmed its commitment to continue to support Mongolia's bid to become an ASEAN dialogue partner and participate in the operations of APEC. Also, the Vietnamese side confirmed its participation at the 17th Conference of the Parties to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification to be held in Ulaanbaatar in 2026. The two heads of state agreed to conduct studies on finding tree species suitable for planting in Mongolian soil under Mongolia's 1 Billion Tree National Campaign and closely cooperate in contributing to the global effort of protecting the environment, preventing climate change, and combating desertification. President To Lam announced that the government of Vietnam would provide $500,000 in humanitarian aid to support Mongolian herders affected by the Dzud natural disaster. At the outcome of the official talks, the two sides signed a joint declaration on establishing a comprehensive partnership between Mongolia and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. During the state visit, the following documents on relations and cooperation between Mongolia and Vietnam were signed. Minister of Justice and Internal Affairs of Mongolia, Alten Gerel Oyun Say Han, and Minister of Justice of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Nguyen Hai Ninh, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in the Legal Sector between the Ministry of Justice and Internal Affairs of Mongolia and the Ministry of Justice of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Minister of Road and Transport of Mongolia, Dilger Sagenbarho, and the Minister of Transport of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Nguyen Van Tan, signed a Memorandum of Understanding of Cooperation between the Ministry of Road and Transport of Mongolia and the Ministry of Transport of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Minister of Culture, Sports, Tourism and Youth of Mongolia, Namin Chinbat, and Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Nguyen Van Hung, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Tourism between the Ministry of Culture, Sports, Tourism and Youth of Mongolia and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Minister of Justice and Internal Affairs of Mongolia, Alten Gerel Oyun Say Han, and Deputy Minister of Public Security of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Pham That Tung, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cybersecurity and Combating Cybercrime between the Ministry of Justice and Internal Affairs of Mongolia and the Ministry of Public Security of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Deputy Governor of Ulaanbaatar City in charge of the social sector, green development and air and environmental pollution, Hospire Lolai, and Vice Chairman of the Hanoi People's Committee, Nguyen Man Hung, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on friendly relations and cooperation between Ulaanbaatar City of Mongolia and Hanoi City of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Chairman of the Presidium's Office of Mongolian Academy of Sciences, Bairbat Radyasurung, and President of Vietnam Academy of Sciences and Technology, Chao Vang Ming, signed a Memorandum of Understanding between Mongolian Academy of Sciences and Vietnam Academy of Sciences and Technology. President of the Mongolian University of Science and Technology, Namnung Tumurpurov, and Director of the Vietnam National University, Le Quang, signed a Memorandum of Understanding between the Mongolian University of Science and Technology and the Vietnam National University. On October 1, 2024, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, To Lam, visited Ulaanbaatar City's Secondary School No. 14, named after Ho Chi Minh. While visiting the secondary school No. 14, President To Lam laid a wreath to the Ho Chi Minh Memorial and signed the school's Book of Honored Guests. On this occasion, President To Lam expressed pleasure in visiting the school, which is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year, coinciding with the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Vietnam. President To Lam commended the students of secondary school No. 14 for excelling in both academics and labor, leading the school to become one of the country's top schools. President To Lam also highlighted that Ho Chi Minh, the first president of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, was the first Vietnamese leader to visit Mongolia during a historic visit in 1955. That visit laid the foundation for the traditionally friendly relations and cooperation between the two countries. As part of the efforts to support the development of teachers of the school and improve its facilities for the 2024-2025 academic year, the government of Vietnam donated $50,000 to school number 14. President To Lam personally handed over the donation certificate to the school's administration. The president also enjoyed a student performance and wished the students and the school great success in their academic pursuits. Secondary School number 14, named after Ho Chi Minh, currently educates over 6,000 students and employs more than 200 teachers and staff. The state visit by President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, To Lam, to Mongolia, at the invitation of President of Mongolia, concluded on October 1, 2024.